Hello and welcome to the Christmas edition of Motors for the Masses Reviews, the Grand Tour. We're filming this as we're watching it. So we're watching a piece, pausing, filming, watching another piece, pausing, filming.
And at this point we've seen just the intro.
Exactly.
The title theme.
So the intro is pretty good. I'm really impressed.
Very funny, yeah.
It is. I particularly like the three cars. A bit random. Saab.
An old Saab as well. It's not even a new one, is it?
Saab 9000?
Maybe a 900 even.
Or even a
Turbo.
900? 900 Turbo, yes it was, you're right. Saab 900 Turbo, Porsche, and a, looks like a Maserati.
Could be.
Quattroporte or something like that.
Because everyone's most likely seen it at this point and they'll know exactly what that car is, so now we look a bit dim.
Just as a note, I would like to add, having watched the beginning of the Grand Tour again, we can see it's a Fisker, not a Maserati. Sorry about that. It's alright, but we're reviewing as we go. This is live reviewing.
Kind of.
Sort of.
Yeah. Works for me.
By the time we upload it won't be live, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, but I love the where the tent is. Those little glass igloo things.
Igloo farm.
Brilliant. And of course the drone came down at the beginning and then was licked to death by a
moose.
A moose or a reindeer or something.
That is,
yes.
Yeah.
So the introduction, I'm still laughing now. Oh dear. They're talking about Finnish racing drivers' names, and he did get a bit carried away with Kinky Wankinen.
Kinky Wankinen.
I'm sure. I'm sure I may have met him.
And we've got some horrendous camera work going on.
Oh yeah, what's going on with that?
It feels like they're on a ship.
It's weird. It's like as soon as it cuts to the front view, it pans down, and then they cut away. Then they cut back again, and it's panning up.
Which makes all of the stuff outside kind of move around like you're on a big ship.
It's
horrible.
It's like the camera's broken.
It's one of them ones on like a boom thing, isn't it? Going up and down.
I know, but it's like someone's using it as a seesaw. It's really weird.
Seesaw.
It is, isn't it? The cameraman's actually sitting on the end going, oh, hello.
Bouncing up and down.
That's just Kinky Wankinen.
Oh, yeah, maybe. That'd explain everything.
But I also like the story about the au pairs.
Yeah.
And they were waiting for their Swedish au pairs, and this big moose comes out. Classic.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, dear. You look at it. I got a little bit excited when they started mentioning the Mustang. I forgot that was in this episode. Mustang! Although not a big fan of the S550. I have driven it myself. Wasn't as impressed as I was hoping to be. But, never mind. It did sound very nice when it was in the container.
Yeah.
But the fact that it didn't really sound loud in the container just shows how loud it isn't.
Do they have a loud button?
No. No. The EcoBoost version does have one of those stupid stereo switch things.
No.
I know, but...
That's nonsense.
I know.
I was thinking more like the Monaro or whatever, where you can get the option of
no.
thing.
No, it's called a bigger exhaust.
Yeah.
But I was a bit disappointed that they are pitching it against the Focus.
Yeah, because we mentioned that before, didn't we?
We
I wonder
did.
if that would be the EcoBoost.
I think it should be the EcoBoost, because then you've got the same engine in two different cars, and it'll show just how different it is in the two different cars.
Yeah. But like they've just said, you know, Clarkson said it's the equivalent thing. That's what we have for 35 grand or whatever.
There is that point.
So you're pitching the two equally, roughly priced cars
I guess so.
against each other.
I guess so.
Because their argument is that the Mustang's not designed for here.
True. But it was a good piece.
It's going to prove maybe that the Mustang's excellent for here. Or not, as the case may be.
Well, we'll see what they have in part two.
Yeah.
But I like the piece they did. Richard is the perfect person for that car.
Well, he's always loved his Mustangs, hasn't he?
Yes. I myself, as you may know, did you know I've got two Mustangs?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah. But they might not.
Did you know I've got two Mustangs?
Don't tell them too much, because that's the answer to the quiz.
All right. But I won't tell you which ones.
Yeah, you'll have to look it up.
Yes.
In order to win stuff.
On the giveaway. Don't forget the giveaway. Have a look. Right, Conversation Street. I like the hats they're wearing.
They were big hats.
I think they were sombreros, weren't they? Or some Mexican hats? Or
big cowboy hat or something, I don't know.
I don't know, it's quite amusing.
It is
And
big
then
hats.
it's a bit random. Richard was banging on about ice cream. And you have to be a bit
Well, you don't have
homosexual.
to be. You are.
It's a bit homosexual if you have an ice cream.
If you're a man and you eat an ice cream.
Where did that come from? I don't agree with that.
No.
That's a bit weird, that is. But
Although, to be fair, I'm not particularly partial to an ice cream, so I don't really care what he says.
well, I like an ice cream, and I'm all man. I drive a Mustang. There's no way
That
you can
means
be.
nothing at all.
Well, you can't be gay and drive a Mustang.
Why not?
Well, perhaps you can. Are you gay? Do you drive a Mustang? Let us know. Not that it matters.
Or if you don't want to, just don't.
No, forget it. I'm not stepping on Richard's toes here. It's a bit random. It's a very weird thing to come up with.
It was a
wasn't
random statement to make.
That was.
Chocolate bars.
Oh, the chocolate bar
I
thing, yes.
totally disagree with both. Double deckers don't fall apart like that unless you've smashed it to pieces.
No. Absolutely.
Flakes, well, they are messy. But you can hoover it up as you eat it. I think the worst one is the Galaxy Ripple.
Well, usually when you eat a flake, you usually go,
Exactly.
as you do.
Well, you can do that with a Galaxy Ripple, but as you pull it, you always get like a shard that's right down inside the bar. And as you pull it, you get a massive piece that just isn't in your mouth and it just goes everywhere. So they're very hard to eat without making a mess.
I think those chocolate bars had been pre-broken to
Yeah.
dramatise the fact.
Quite possibly.
But it was very full of innuendo, I thought. Very sort of sexually based.
Well,
They even mentioned like the 69 instead of the 99 thing.
Jeremy was being a bit...
They get a bit risque, aren't they, with
Yeah.
their... not that it bothers me,
No,
but it's just, yes, it was quite amusing.
And the fines.
I know,
Speeding fines.
€112,000, but you said there's means tested.
Means tested, yeah. So that guy's obviously incredibly rich.
€112,000 for doing 19 miles an hour over the speed limit.
I'd quite like to know what the percentage is and how they base that.
That's ludicrous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good job they don't have that here.
Oh, at least we wouldn't speed.
Yeah, but there'd be accidents because you'd constantly be looking at the thing. Well, you just set your cruise control, your limiter at 30, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's always good.
Right, Mustang video part 2. I call it Mustang video, sorry. Mustang versus Fergus video part 2. Well, yes, okay, the Focus has drift mode, but the Mustang doesn't need it. It's got automatic drift mode in. It's called an accelerator and torque.
And what does that button actually do?
Well, it makes it drift.
Well, no, it doesn't. Does
Well, it must give more power to the rear wheels.
Yeah.
I can't see how else it can make it happen. Although it seems to, when he first started the drift, it seems to understeer quite a lot.
Yeah.
And then the back end kicks in. I think it just gives more power to the back wheels. It must.
He didn't do a lot of drifting though, did he? It was just
Not
a bit
really.
of a donut.
The view, actually, the camera view over the top when he was doing that donut was pretty cool. The drag race was inevitable. 421 brake horsepower, I think, in
It's
the
not so much the horsepower,
Mustang.
is it? It's just the torque.
Versus
Once you get up into the higher gears, and you've got more torque there, you're going to get better acceleration in those gears.
yes,
That's probably what that was
it would
about.
have been a bit embarrassing if it would have lost.
Wasn't far off losing though, was it?
No, but well, it was a pretty good start for the Focus, wasn't it?
Hmm.
But
Four-wheel drive.
it just sounds.
And light. Well, the pop-in, yeah, it's just nonsense.
I don't agree with that. I don't like the pop-in. Doesn't do it for me.
It's like a Revlon
Popping
thing,
should
right?
be as it comes off the throttle. It's like sound like thunder, not someone setting off party poppers. This is what it sounds like to me. You know, I mean, my Mustang, whenever you come off the accelerator, it's boom, 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 boom. It's like gargling thunder, which is what it should sound like.
Even my car does that. It's not thunder, but it pops and crackles.
It does, but that thing is like forced popping. It's like it
Well,
just
it's just
bounces off the limiter.
It sounds like a hard cut limiter. It's just cutting the
Yeah.
ignition briefly, and
One thing that I did notice, which I think they shouldn't have done, is they clearly used a test track for the little race thing.
yeah, some kind of proving ground, wasn't
Yeah, because you could see the runoff bits and the testing bits on the side,
it? Yeah.
and they just kept overtaking the same cars.
Yeah, the Discovery and
The Discovery and the red, whatever it was,
Whatever that was,
forgotten
yeah.
now. Is that pointless? Although Hammond's move at the end when he
Round the truck.
ran the truck was
Yeah.
brilliant.
That was good.
If it was him,
Well, even if it wasn't, whoever did it, it was good.
That was awesome. Really impressed with that.
Mm.
Overall, I still think they should have done the EcoBoost, or at least when they did the drag race, bring in an EcoBoost and see the difference with all three.
Well, what's the price of an EcoBoost?
£1,000.
Right. How does that compare to the Focus?
I think that's about £1,000. Well, the Mustang EcoBoost is around £31,500.
So the RS's price would be in sort of 30,800, so it's pretty close.
Yeah, so they're pretty equal. And the difference is that, I mean, the Mustang EcoBoost obviously weighs a lot more. 0 to 60 is about 5.8 seconds, I think.
On what? The
The
Mustang?
Mustang, yeah, about 5.8 seconds.
Yeah, and the Focus is like 4.7, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
So there's a big difference there.
I think performance-wise, the V8 and the Focus are fairly well matched.
And the Focus has a top speed of 161 against the Mustang's 148 or 144, I think,
On the EcoBoost.
on the EcoBoost, yeah.
Mm.
So there's a big difference there. So I can see from that perspective why they didn't pitch the
Yeah, but
EcoBoost against it, because obviously it would have lost big time.
but one of the things he argued was that the pricing was the same, but it's not.
No, it's not, because it's, I mean, the Mustang is £37,500, and to be fair, they're actually fetching around 39 now because of the want
demand,
for them,
yeah.
the demand. Yes, the EcoBoost is it's difficult. That's why I think they should have had both in there. They should have had the 5 litre in there and the EcoBoost with the Focus.
Mm.
Get them all in.
I mean, obviously the EcoBoost Mustang would have just failed miserably because it's just not enough engine for it. It just doesn't seem right to have them two cars pitched.
No, you know, you got a 5-cylinder 2.3 turbo versus a 5 litre V8 naturally aspirated.
Mm.
Doesn't really go. What do you think?
You know what the Americans will say? Oh, there's no replacement for displacement.
Absolutely. Well, in America, obviously, they've got the V6 option as well. It's a 4 litre V6.
Because of course a new GT, that's a EcoBoost V6.
Ugh,
I know.
I know. Don't even go there. Actually, I stand corrected. The Focus is a 4-cylinder, not the 5-cylinder like the old one.
Did we say that though?
Yes, it said 5-cylinder. It's not. It's 4-cylinder.
It is.
Because the EcoBoost in the Mustang is 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
So I apologise for that. Sorry, slip there. That's because I'm used to the old Focus being a 5-cylinder.
Yeah.
Which makes it even
Yes, too.
worse.
Mm.
But then they did the lap with the big, chunky, annoying American guy.
Yeah. Where are you going to put your beer? In the bloody boot, you mong. Honestly, the same bloody place you'd put it in the Mustang. What a I can't say that.
You can't say that. What a complete and utter knob. He was obviously going to go, oh yeah, the American muscle, Mustang.
And he's a NASCAR race driver with his NASCAR pickup truck, and he plays golf as well apparently.
Yes, he just seems to be such a complete and utter dick.
Yeah.
I can't stand the guy.
No.
Horrible, annoying man.
But
I agree with him. I love the Mustang. I just don't like him.
yeah,
But it was slow.
well, it was slower.
It was going to be slower because you've got 4-wheel drive versus a rear-wheel drive powerhouse that's sliding and
And
drifting.
not only is it
and
4-wheel
God knows
drive,
what.
but it's 4-wheel drive and it's fairly small and light.
Exactly.
With a light little turbocharged 4-cylinder thing buzzing away.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think Ford are going to be that disappointed
No.
because they own both of them.
I mean, what was the difference in the times? It wasn't much, was it?
No, it's 129.6 for the Mustang and 128.4, I think, for the Focus. So it's 1.2 seconds slower, but I mean, whatever. Nobody really cares. I mean, no one's going to be driving them around a track anyway
No.
and complaining about it being 1.2 seconds slower.
And if you are on your
It's
local A roads,
completely
then,
irrelevant.
Chances are one in the faster car is probably going to bottle it before the other one or whatever anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well,
does it?
exactly. And the thing about it is that if you see the two on the road, I'm sorry, I quite like the old Focus RS because it was bonkers with the big fat spoiler and the wide arches and the bit sticking out everywhere. I liked that. This new one is just boring. As far as I'm concerned, it's a Ford Focus with a spoiler.
I do, however, love them little plastic doodads that ping out from the doors,
Yeah, that's quite cool.
so you don't chip your paint off on the car next to you or the wall or whatever you're opening up to.
As long as it doesn't snap when you open it and then it doesn't close again.
Oh yeah, but if you've snapped it, then you've snapped it, haven't you?
I guess
That's
so.
a great little feature. That's a good idea.
It is quite cool. It's dull.
Otherwise, Ford can keep it.
Yeah, not impressed.
I'll buy
Sorry.
a Mondeo.
Well, for £30,000, Mustang every single time. Like Jeremy said, even he preferred the Mustang.
Yeah.
Even though he was bothering Hammond all day
just
long.
for fun, to be fair.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the next piece was them in the studio being stupid. And it was quite amusing, I thought. You stupid idiot. I thought it was quite amusing. Their little present idea.
Yeah.
It was,
There was so much.
I know, the roller skate thing, the rocket skate things, although, yes, it did look like Clarkson fell over on purpose.
Yeah, I think it possibly did.
Although he did take someone down with him.
Yeah.
And then the wheelie thing was quite amusing, with Hammond on his unicycle thing. And then and the condom idea, I did like that. That was funny.
Yeah.
Again, they're being very sexually risque, aren't they?
Yeah.
Really going for it. Perhaps
They can get away with it, I suppose.
I know, it's quite amusing.
They don't have them constraints anymore.
The Bob Geldof thing was a bit. It started off a bit sort of weird and a bit random.
And then you got James trying to say something serious, and you got Bob,
Yeah,
well, giving him head.
he did say. Bob did say that I'm attacking someone's knob.
Yeah.
That was quite amusing. I did have a good laugh about that.
Mm.
But
That was very funny.
yes, and it was them being naturally stupid.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see. It's
didn't
not scripted.
It didn't feel pre-planned, did it?
No, it's just them being idiots and just generally laughing about stupid stuff. And that's what it should be more of.
Hmm.
What else did they talk about?
Well, we had the Hyundai pillowcase
Oh yes, and the thong.
and the Elantra thong and the Ferrari chess set.
Oh yeah,
£1,400.
£400
Yeah.
for carbon fibre Ferrari chess set. Why would you want that? I suppose if you can afford a Ferrari, you can afford a £1,400 chess set. It's one of those things for people that own a Ferrari and then go out driving it wearing a Ferrari t-shirt, Ferrari baseball cap, Ferrari jacket, Ferrari watch. I don't own a Ferrari.
No, you've got a Mustang and a Mustang hat
Yeah.
and a Mustang shirt, Mustang shoes. I suspect you've got Mustang pants. I'm not going there.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, all right.
But I don't go out wearing them whilst I'm driving the Mustang. No, I don't.
Oh no, that's
I
right.
don't.
You wear your Dodge Charger General Lee 01 t-shirt in your Mustang.
Yeah, because it's orange and it matches.
Yeah.
And it's very the South will rise again
All right.
kind of thing. Not that I believe the South should rise again, but I do believe in the Dukes of Hazzard and everything it encompasses. Like drifting a big Mopar V8.
And doing massive jumps and destroying many, many cars.
No, they didn't do that at all. They did massive jumps and came out the other side.
So they only ever used one car.
Yeah, you've seen the programmes, haven't you?
Right, okay.
In actual fact, they used 330 cars for all the series they did. Yes. They ruined 330 Dodge Chargers.
Mm.
But they also used 68s, 69s and 70 cars because they ran out of
They
69s.
ran out of all the other ones.
Yeah. So the last segment with the Ford GT40.
Mm.
Nice piece that was. I didn't go a lot on the first GT40 they made, that white one. A sort of weird camber on the back wheels and they seemed too far in. Axle seemed too short.
Mm.
But
And the body was quite different as well.
it was, but that gold one was gorgeous.
Mm.
Epic. It was a very good story. I enjoyed that. Nice historical story about Le Mans and the fight between the driver and Ferrari, and a bit weird that was, wasn't it?
Mm.
Oh, however, Clarkson said at the end there, he said he was very jealous because he didn't drive the GT40. He has driven it.
He drove Noel Edmonds.
Yes, I think it was Noel
It
Edmonds.
was Noel Edmonds because he had the adjusted
extra
bit.
bulge.
Yeah.
In fact, he got in the original and he couldn't close the door onto his head.
Yeah.
And then he got in the one with the bulge in it.
Yeah.
But that was a produced car, wasn't it? It wasn't a replica or anything like that. It
I
was
don't know. I honestly don't know.
I don't know. Do you know? Was that a produced car, or was that just put in extra for
I mean, was it like a...
horizontally tall people?
Oh no, it was. I think it was modified,
Was it?
which would mean it probably wasn't a genuine GT40, which is
Ah.
possibly what he means.
Okay. But the way the deal fell through for Ferrari and Ford, imagine just how different Ferrari would have been if they were owned by Ford.
Yeah, they would have been shit. I don't know. They did well, didn't they? They won the Le Mans for
Yes.
some races, years, whatever.
So, onto the board. Amused. Highly amused.
Yeah, it was very good actually.
Yeah.
I was 10 amused today.
Were you?
Yeah.
I was going to put 10, but I don't know why.
I was 10 amused simply by all the studio stuff. The studio
Yeah,
content
actually, yeah.
was really good.
Good point, yes. Comedy factor, yes. There was stupidity.
Oh, they were really stupid.
Yeah. Annoyance. American
Yeah.
and Jeremy's fake fall.
Yeah.
Other than that, oh, and the annoyance that they didn't have the EcoBoost Mustang.
Brain Crash is still in there.
Oh God, brain crash. Yes, we didn't mention that before, did we?
No.
Celebrity brain crash. Yes, they killed Kimi Räikkönen. Was it? No, Mickey Hakkinen. I don't know.
Hakkinen.
Nobby Wankinen.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Whoever it was, he died.
Yeah, he certainly wasn't the real one, that's for sure. Some fake idiot who can't act very well, pretending to be drunk. I did notice at the end they covered the body up. Music.
We had a band at the beginning for the Mustang. They were actually pretty rubbish.
Yeah. Cars. Mustang.
Yeah.
Eco thing.
The Focus. Yeah.
Ford GT40.
Excellent car. Yeah.
Yeah. They had the Saab and the Porker and the thing at the beginning. Good location.
Yeah, it was nice outside. Wasn't
It was lovely. Yes, very good. I like that igloo bit. Content overall, I was pretty pleased, I think. Content overall, I'm going to give that
Yeah, I was really pleased with that.
a 9, yeah.
Yeah.
So this week I got 47 out of 70.
And 45.
Better than last week.
Expect that to be higher though. Why is it so
I was
low?
expecting that to be higher. Because of these.
That's because it's the deduction.
And the deduction, yeah. We really should address the first few weeks we did.
Yeah,
readdress it.
We must look at that.
Yeah, we'll go back at that.
We have time.
We'll include that next week,
Possibly.
maybe.
Don't get excited. Perhaps we'll make it a New Year's resolution, eh?
Perhaps no one cares. Do you care?
Probably not. We did have comments right at the beginning, mind.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of this episode of Motors for the Masses Reviews the Grand Tour. Thank you very much for joining us. And once again, thank you for your comments and your views on the last videos. Have a very good Christmas and a fantastic New Year.
We're going to see them before.
Oh, we're going to see you before that. Forget the New Year. We don't want you to have a fantastic one. We'll tell you that next week. So we'll see you next week somewhere else.
Please don't forget to subscribe.
And don't forget the giveaway.
And the giveaway, yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye for now.
Merry Christmas.
Merry thingy. Yes, Xmas.
No, don't say that.
Merry thingy.
It's just lazy. Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.